Hey everybody, my grandma just died, so what better idea than to film a vlog on my iPhone so I can presumably upload it to my TikTok for my fan base of 3 followers. But I have to say, even though I'm a disrespectful little shit, I'll still miss her. But you know, I'll get over it, like I did when Cory Kenshin left. I didn't get over it. Cory Kenshin, shortened to Cory because my finger's already tired after typing 2 sentences. Born in Detroit, Michigan, has a dog, and is actually pretty fucking funny. Cory was the whole deal. He was someone who constantly improved his content over the years without falling victim to the trap of becoming more kid-friendly as time went on. And when I say kid-friendly, I mean making sure you can actually afford to live in your apartment because Susan didn't break down your door to slap a demonetization logo on your video because you said a mean word. Cory mainly posted gaming videos with his more beloved classics being the horror games he played through as the years went on. And as time passed on, like any good channel, he gained a following sizable enough to sustain a YouTube career. I said good channels. But despite the fact that he was doing everything right to maintain a YouTube career, he did something that really just puzzled everyone, which can probably be accurately described like this. Hey, here's a YouTube you love. Boom, gone for 9 months, deal with it. Yeah, Cory had a bit of a weird habit of just disappearing from all his social media pages without providing any updates whatsoever. I mean, that's just so irresponsible to leave your fans in the dark like that, right? But still, Cory didn't have any reason to explain himself for being gone because like any other creator on YouTube, it isn't a career you have to show up 9 to 5 for. Personally, I work from approximately 8 p.m. to 3 a.m., so it is pretty unconventional. Regardless of that fact, these breaks didn't actually negatively impact his channel. They actually caused his view counts and sub counts to soar despite no new content being posted. These breaks truly prove the power that Cory had with his audience. Loyalty. I mean, Cory could probably just shoot some man in the street and I'm pretty sure we'd all still love him the same. Point is, Cory didn't have to come back and start again with a diminished audience after he left. He actually had an even bigger crowd waiting to support him, and that's truly a feat on its own. Not many creators can come back to a consistently sized audience after a break, but despite the odds of having a dead channel, Cory just kept going like nothing even happened. Until he took another break after his first big one, but we can just leave that one out. It truly seemed that no matter what Cory did, he had his fans to support him, and that was, and still is, the case with the Cory Kenshin channel. People fucking love this guy, and for good reason too. He isn't just someone who half-asses projects and only does what he does for money. He makes YouTube videos because he genuinely cares about his audience and wants to have a great time. Sure, he might take long breaks, but that was really the only price fans of Cory ever had to pay for watching him. You get a good time for a few months, and then you get crippling depression for the rest of the year. Kinda just like school. But eventually, like all good things, Cory's career would eventually have to come to an end. Not because he got into a fucking grooming scandal like everybody else on this godforsaken platform, but because he wanted to end on a high note. Several YouTubers tend to keep going on as long as they can, and just as a result of the way YouTube is structured, views always tend to go down over time. Unless you can completely reinvent yourself or be a personality that can live forever and not seem dated, every YouTuber has their expiration date, and others are just in the bargain bin for life because no one wants you, or get off the fucking platform. I can only assume at this point that Cory didn't want to quit when he was only getting about 1 view a video in like 2050. He just wanted to quit while a majority of his fans were still able to be with him, which is why he left before he reached his final goal. I mean, he hit the goal, he also just fucking left. Now look, Cory was obviously free to leave us whenever he wanted, but still, it tore me up for weeks just knowing that our last interaction with the creator I basically grew up watching was just going to be a video thanking fans for 9 million subscribers and saying that he would continue making memories with us until he hit 10 million. And to say I was upset was quite an understatement. I essentially just sat at my desk. Alright, I might not have done anything noteworthy other than eat a few sandwiches, but you can sure as hell tell that I was damn well depressed. Who wouldn't be even a little bit sad that one of their favorite YouTubers was supposedly never coming back? I sure as hell know I went through the 9 stages of grief in the span of 3 minutes. Eventually I realized that being angry or being sad wasn't gonna bring Cory back, but an offer to Satan? Well, now we're talking. But in all seriousness, something I realized was that saying goodbye to all my favorite YouTubers would eventually become a reality, because by the time time I got to sit down and relax all day watching YouTube videos, these guys will most likely be gone. Except probably Shane Dawson, because that guy will only die when the world is in a nuclear apocalypse. Cory potentially leaving the platform really made me realize how easily our favorite creators just leave without a trace, and we might never see them again. Because in reality, they aren't like friends who will just be able to meet up with after they retire. Unless they get doxxed by some Twitter stans, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Once they stop making content, there's a good chance that's the last we'll ever see of them. I really feel as though we need to understand this fact before some of us have a nervous breakdown when a whole bunch of creators begin to leave the platform because they're just done with YouTube. Creators will eventually leave despite the fact that they make 6 figures a year, because no matter what, people need to go on with their lives, and sadly, retirement will always be a part of life. You know, at the young age of 28 instead of 60. And hey, despite the fact I'm giving you this depressing monologue, there's still some hope for Cory in like 3 months. Despite the fact that he hasn't uploaded in 6 months, Cory still has a pretty damn good chance of coming back. Even though he left without any notice 6 months ago, he never actually formally announced his retirement, and to be completely truthful, I really doubt that he would just leave the people who supported him for so many years and gave him the career that he has today. Even if it's just for a simple thank you video or a fully fledged gameplay like he's known for, Cory will very likely make a return and we'll all be waiting for him. Every time I take a look back at Cory's channel and see how he deals with his breaks and returns, I'm almost certain he will come back. I mean, even I came back, and nobody even wanted me to come back. Judging by his previous returns, I assume Cory will start uploading one day out of the blue, address his success, and boom, 4 months of content, and now obviously accompanied by a 2-year-long break. Unlike any case on the internet that could get views, there'll be a whole lot more commentary videos analyzing every little detail that could relate to return. Like this video taking a look at this 100% real email. Must have been a slow day for topics, huh? And I guess everything is up in the air at this point. A return would definitely be great for fans, but if Cory truly wants to end on a high note, he should be allowed to do that. I feel like after being mad that Cory might leave for so long, I've really just come to accept whatever decision he decides to make going forward. It's a sense of peace in a way. I just want him to be happy because he's cheered me up through my hardest times in life. Like when my iPhone got stolen, when teachers piled on schoolwork and burned us out, and when The Last of Us 2 released. Man, I don't know how I'd be able to do it without him by my side cheering me on. And sure, I could spend more time speculating using some random facts I pick up on the internet so this video's runtime could be longer, but I'm writing this script on a Tuesday night and I really need to wrap this up. So my final verdict on if he'll return? I don't fucking know, ask him. But who really knows when Cory will be back? I mean, if his brother doesn't have a clue, I doubt any of us could predict a return. But if he does, you can be damn sure we'll all be waiting for him, to keep making memories, and to keep laughing together no matter what life throws at us. So while Cory takes his time for a return, I guess I should still spend time with the people I care about. Right, Grandma? Oh shit, I got a new follower.